This week, we get a close-up look at some of the new wax figures coming to Orlando.
And we head to SeaWorld for a brand new event.
Plus the latest theme park news and more coming at you right now. This week's show is brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for Disney World, Universal, and all your vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Disney World, Universal, and other attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, go to undercovertourist.com or find them on Facebook and Twitter. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Elisa.
Okay, so you talked about it a little bit last week, and now you went out to Discovery Cove for Jonathan's birthday / Valentine's Day. How was it?
I mean, honestly, Discovery Cove is paradise for us. We went once last year, so this is our second time going. You're able to choose a ticket if you want to do the dolphin swim or without the dolphin swim. So since we've already done the dolphin swim, this time we decided not to. We were just going to go enjoy everything else. Our favorite part actually is the aviary, which is a little bit newer to Discovery Cove, I think, but that's our favorite part. We went in in the morning when it opened, and all the birds were so hungry in the morning, so they just came out, and there was like 4 of them, and there was one on my head, and it was so fun. And then it's, of course, all you care to eat and drink. So, I mean, it's paradise. I love it.
I got to get out there and see Discovery Cove sometime soon. I really want to, because I love dolphins. Are my favorite sea creatures, so I would love to be able to go and swim with the dolphins.
Oh yeah,
that would be a dream come true. I want to briefly mention last week. I forgot to mention this, but last week was our 200th episode of the show. Like, it's pretty amazing how long we've been doing this.
That is amazing. Look at us.
I know, right? I know. The whole show, all of our past hosts and everyone, thanks everyone who's made this show as successful as it is today.
And thank you to our fans.
Exactly. Thank you for watching. I also want to briefly mention that Sharknado 3 is currently filming at Universal Orlando.
Yes, it is.
And I so want to be an extra in this. I've already sent in my stuff. If I don't get picked, I'm going to cry. Like, I want to run and scream. In fact, they're filming it at Universal, and it looks like they're going to represent it as Universal in the movie. That's kind of fun.
That's awesome.
I can't wait.
I'll have to see your face in the movie.
You probably won't, but I'm just looking forward to seeing the kind of destruction that the Sharknado does on Universal. That'll be fun.
Yes.
All right, let's get to the news here, shall we? First up this week, an escape room is going to be available to guests at Universal Orlando for a limited time.
Escape room attractions have been more and more popular recently, and Universal is set to welcome one for a short time based on the new TV show Dig.
Dig, Escape the Room, will challenge guests to work together in small groups and escape from a locked room by solving riddles, cracking codes, and analyzing artifacts before time runs out.
Guests visiting Universal Orlando will be able to sign up inside the park. The experience will be open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. March 3rd through the 8th.
I know we're going to be going and covering this for the show. I'm excited to see it. I've seen the commercials for this show, Dig, on USA. Seems very, very interesting show.
I have not seen commercials for it, but I feel like the escape rooms have just become more and more popular, so I think it's cool it's at Universal, and maybe if people like it there, they'll want to do the other ones on iDrive and around Orlando.
Exactly. I should reiterate that the escape room, if you want to do the escape room at Universal, you're going to have a ticket to get into the theme park.
Right.
Ticket is required to be able to go and sign up for this, so just to let you know that.
If escaping isn't your thing, how about dropping? The world's tallest drop ride is planned to be added to world's tallest roller coaster on iDrive.
Skyfall is the new, which sounds like the Bond movie. Skyfall. I was going to think of that. It's the newest record breaker set to open at the Skyplex attraction on the corner of International Drive and Sand Lake Road in 2017.
Mounted on the side of the skyscraper roller coaster, Skyfall will take riders 450 feet into the air before dropping them back down toward the ground. The current holder of world's tallest drop tower, Zumanjaro Drop of Doom, at 410 feet.
The skyscraper at Skyplex will be 570 feet tall, making it the world's tallest roller coaster. There will also be a Skyplex observation deck at the top of the structure. iDrive really, the skyline is just going to be completely changed in the next few years with all these world. You got the World Tour Swing Ride going over by iDrive 360. You got these two things now. It's just insane.
Yeah. We wouldn't be Orlando if we weren't trying to break records.
Right? And I'm sure we're not going to hold the record very long. I'm sure somewhere else in the world we'll build something 10 feet taller. But still, this is going to be very scary. I love me some thrill rides, and I'm looking forward to riding the coaster, and I'm looking forward to this new drop tower. I will be riding them. I'm just glad this one's not tilting 90 degrees.
I was going to say, I mean, if we could do Falcon's Fury, I think we can. I think we can do this too.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the video of Zumanjaro, and it looks a lot of fun. It's just as simple. It just takes you up and you drop. That's it. You're done. So I'm excited. I would love to try this.
Me too.
I'm wondering if it's just on one side of the tower or if they're going to be wrapped around it, so you can get different views of Orlando.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah,
we'll see. Moving over to Disney, the Walt Disney World Speedway, along with the Richard Petty driving experience, is closing this summer.
Petty Holdings, operator of the two driving attractions at Walt Disney World Speedway, confirmed that starting on July 1st, they will no longer operate out of the Speedway. Disney hasn't given many details for the closing other than stating they will be making transportation modifications.
Petty hopes to offer exotic car driving elsewhere in Orlando.
I never got to experience this.
No, I've never experienced it either. I always thought it was sort of just like a classic thing and unique thing that Disney had to offer.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool, and I always enjoyed driving past it, leaving Magic Kingdom. But
you could always hear the cars revving, and even when you're at Magic Kingdom, you could hear them all the way from there if the air was cold enough and thin enough and the wind was right. But I mean, I've been there a couple of times to cover events, but I've personally never gotten to hop into the cars and take a lap around. Maybe I'll try it one day. I want to drive one of those those Jaguars they got there, the exotic car driving.
We can for sure do that.
I think they'll let me keep the car afterwards.
I was gonna say we can probably take it home when we're done.
Yeah, because they're not gonna need it anymore.
Exactly.
So, yeah. All right.
Finally this week, we have another closing at Disney. The Tomorrowland Arcade at Space Mountain has closed, and all of the ticket games have been removed from the resorts.
Disney hasn't said why the ticket games are being removed or why the Tomorrowland Arcade has closed, other than we are always evaluating our offerings and making adjustments.
It's thought that Disney is getting rid of their turn in a ticket for a prize and claw machine games because they're being extra careful to avoid violating Florida's 2013 legislation banning internet cafes. The law states that you can't win prizes worth more than 75 cents and that the games need to be coin operated.
The Tomorrowland Arcade didn't offer redemption games, but it's thought to have closed, so the games there could be moved to the resort arcades as a replacement for the ticket games, which are being taken out.
There's no word on what will be done with the Tomorrowland Arcade space. It's currently behind temporary walls. The Disney Resort arcades will remain open, but only with games that offer no prizes.
I mean, it doesn't really personally affect me too much. I never really went in there and played games all that much. And every time I was in there, even during the busy times, I didn't really see a lot of people playing them anyway, especially the ones that offered prizes.
I mean, it's sad for me because growing up with my family going to Disney every year, I wouldn't necessarily go there, but it was like my brother's spot. When we were at Magic Kingdom, he's like, see you later, I'll be in the arcade. And we could give him $1 and he could end up spending his whole day there. So, I mean, it is sad, but who knows? We'll see what's coming.
As long as they still have those 2 chairs in there where you can sit down and get a nice massage. As long as they keep those, I'm a happy camper.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Hidden Mickey of the Week. At Downtown Disney Marketplace and Once Upon a Toy Store, go to a central room of the store. A partial classic Mickey shadow is at the top of a wall mural. It's high above the left part of the checkout counter. Happy hunting!
SeaWorld has started a new Christian event called Praisewave with performances by some of the top Christian music artists and more.
It started last Saturday, and our reporter Jovon was there to see what it's all about. Take a look.
Hey guys, we're at SeaWorld to check out Praisewave. It's a new Christian music festival. Let's go see what it's all about. options at Praisewave include burgers, fries, hot dogs, and of course, Shamu pretzels. If these aren't to your liking, all the other restaurants on property are always an option. Praisewave, like all the events at SeaWorld, is included with your park admission, so you can enjoy both the event and the attractions. I'm gonna go check out the Shamu Express. At Praisewave are included in your park admission. If you're interested in premium seats, it's available for $30, and that includes a $10 credit to be spent in the park. It's better to book online though, since today's preferred seating is already sold out.
Can you feel momentum shifting? Can you hear the sound? We were once among the missing, but we have been found. SeaWorld, it starts right now. Come on, so raise a fist. This is the first step, the beginning of forever. Now that we all die, 'cause there is new life. Forever starts tonight, our time is now.
And that wraps up our look at Praisewave here at SeaWorld. It continues for 2 more weekends with Stephen Curtis Chapman performing this weekend. And there's a few more events coming up here at SeaWorld, so stay tuned.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation, and the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
Hey, Elisa, what's up? Elisa? Boop. But oh, that's right. You're being a wax figure, like at Madame Tussauds. I get it. All right. I guess I'll just introduce the next segment then.
Enjoy this segment of the show featuring a preview of Madame Tussauds Orlando and more with our host Alyssa.
We're here at iDrive 360, where they're announcing the opening dates of Madame Tussauds, Sea Life Orlando, and the new Orlando Eye. We might even get a sneak peek inside.
The grand opening of the Orlando Eye, Madame Tussauds Orlando, and Sea Life Orlando Aquarium will be May the 4th, 2015.
Now, I know there are numerous locations for sea life around the world. What makes Orlando Sea Life unique?
There's a couple of really neat things that make the Sea Life Orlando unique. One is a 360-degree clear tunnel. It's one of only a few in the world, I'm told, by the people that made the tunnel for us, and it's completely clear all the way around with no bottom, 360 degrees. So you'll be walking through a tube of water. That's very unique. We also have some local freshwater experiences that are specific to the Everglades. And I think most of the habitats, if you've been to another sea life, some will look familiar. But by and large, most of the exhibits are larger and more dramatic and really, I think, a little bigger than most other sea life. So it's definitely worth checking out.
Before you ride the Orlando Eye, you come to this theater and watch a 4D movie with aerial shots from around Central Florida before you take to the sky yourself. Now we're getting an exclusive preview inside Madame Tussauds. Some of the figures are already in. Let's see who we can find. Here we go, a huge icon in Florida history, Ponce de Leon. Hey buddy, thanks for the state. What are your thoughts on quantum mechanics? It's okay, I don't have any either. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing here.
Well, I'm working on Madame Tussauds herself.
Oh, wow.
She is our beacon. That's the reason why we have the attraction. And right now, we keep the maintenance of the figure. Hair needs to be in place. Color textures has to be perfect. Customs, that the style is up to date to what we have.
Yeah.
And that's our job. We come every morning, walk the whole attraction, and make sure that every figure is as perfect as the first time.
Maybe next time. Got the king of rock and roll and the king of pop. All right, Oprah, I'm gonna sit here till I get a new car. Just two little girls from Little Rock. Chang, 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 shabop. That's the way it should be. Oh, they even have one at Banks. Oh, it's so real. They don't even come out. Oh yeah, they do. Just got a sneak peek inside Madame Tussauds Orlando. There's even a new wax figure coming when it opens. We have an exclusive interview. I'm really nervous. Ladies and gentlemen, Neil Patrick Harris. Now, Neil, how does it feel to be a part of the new family at Madame Tussauds Orlando? He's speechless. So handsome. We're in the terminal. Now back here, you can buy tickets. You can also enter Madame Tussauds or the Orlando Eye. And right over here, we have a food court, and you can enter Sea Life on this side. Remember, it all opens May 4th.
It's getting hot again here in Orlando, and cold, and hot, and cold again. The weather here is unpredictable this time of year, so come prepared with different types of clothing. Shorts, jeans, long sleeves, short sleeves, everything you might need for different types of weather. Remember to layer and bring a backpack to put your extra layers in when it gets warm. You may want a jacket in the morning, but the time noon rolls around, you'll be happy to put it away until the chilly evening comes around again.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
Can I see the time real quick? It's time for this week's calendar. Awesome. First up, the Real Music series at Busch Gardens is continuing this week with performances by Ricky Nelson Remembered, featuring Matthew and Gunnar Nelson tonight and tomorrow, and Shirley Jones February 23rd through the 27th.
At SeaWorld, the Praisewave Christian Concert Series continues with Steve and Curtis Chapman this Saturday, the 21st.
Lego Club Weekend at Legoland Florida is here with special Star Wars events this Saturday and Sunday.
And finally, Mardi Gras continues at Universal with the performance by Kelly Clarkson this Saturday.
Remember, you can subscribe to our calendar at attractionsmagazine.com to stay up to date on these events and more. And now we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for Disney World, Universal, and all your vacation planning needs. For a free quote without obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
And much thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
Remember, you can watch a brand new episode of the show each week. Please let your friends know about us.
You can also visit attractionsmagazine.com for news and videos throughout the week.
We also hope you'll help support us by purchasing a subscription to our magazine or buy some back issues. They are available through our website, in our app, or on the Nook. All right, so that's going to do it for this week's episode. And this weekend, a lot of stuff we talked about in the calendar, but we're also going to be over at Mardi Gras filming for a future episode of the show. The White Castle Crave Mobile is going to be a fun spot. I hope to go over there and try, because, I've had the White Castle burgers from the freezer sections, but I've heard they're nothing compared to the actual ones.
Won't be the same.
So I'll have to go try that.
Well, while you are flashing at Mardi Gras, I will be layering up because I'm going to Maryland.
Have you been to Mardi Gras Universal? It's not like New Orleans. It's family
haven't.
friendly, and ain't no flashing going on.
Oh, okay. Well,
No.
I will still be layering up because I will be in the snow.
If I flash, they're going to take the beads away from me. They're not going to give them to me. Okay? But so you're going to be. Let's go to you now. You're going to be in the snow by choice.
Yes, my brother just had to get married in the winter. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so excited.
No,
Can't
that's
wait.
good. That's great. Congrats to him. They'll be digging a trench for the snow to walk down the aisle. So that's perfect. All right, bundle up. You're going to need it.
I will. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, and stay safe. But most of all, have fun.
Secret Blooper of the Week.
Praisewave. That's about right. That's my baby.
Hey, Elisa, what's up?
This is going to be hard.
Remember, you can